palatopharyngeal arch is the rostral and caudal boundaries of the nasopharynx, right? Now, this opening right here, that opening right there, is what?
The auditory tube, isn't it?
Auditory tube. Another name for it is
Eustachian.
eustachian tube, and it connects what to what?
Ear.
The what?
Tympanic bulla.
You're warm. Don't give up on
Tympanic
me.
cavity.
Yay! Tympanic cavity. So if I ask you on a radiograph to identify radiolucent space, you would say
Space is cavity.
tympanic cavity. If I said radio-opaque structure, you would
Bulla.
say tympanic bulla.
Okay.
Very good. So auditory tube connects
Tympanic cavity.
tympanic cavity with
Oropharynx.
Oropharynx.
what?
Nasopharynx.
There you go.
Just
That's what I thought you said. Nasopharynx. And so
Friday.
functionally, what does that do?
Pressure. Reestablishes the pressure gradient.
Yes.
Sorry.
How about that? So when you go up and down, like swim or go deep or whatever, you get different changes in atmospheric pressure, and so those changes, if they don't equilibrate, start making your head hurt, right? You feel like you got your head blowing up or whatever, so you chew gum or
Yawn.
grind your teeth or yawn or whatever, so that tries to equalize the pressure. But if you've got sinusitis or whatever, that little tube's all stopped up, and so then you go up in an airplane and, God, my head feels like it's in a drum, you know. So that's what that's all about. All right? So, all right, are you good? Nasopharynx. And then we get back here to palatopharyngeal arch, back to the pharyngoesophageal limen. Limen is a word that means threshold, like a door. When you go through the door, that. So from here to here is the laryngopharynx. That space is the laryngopharynx, okay? And then caudal to the pharyngoesophageal limen, that's the esophagus. Okay, are you good? You good? Getting more than you wanted to know? Okay, then we can talk about the cartilages of the larynx. Okay, so this shovel-shaped one here is the epiglottis, and its normal position is to sitting up like that in the nasopharynx, right? So next year when you go to intubate a dog and you open his mouth, you're going to look back there and all you're going to see is that. So what you do is you take your tube and push the soft palate up, and it allows the epiglottis to flop down so you can run that tube in there, okay? Don't forget that. Very important. Pick that soft palate up and the epiglottis just flops out there. And bingo, that's where you go with your tube, okay? So epiglottis, and then we got the paired cartilages, H-shaped cartilages right here and right here, which are the arytenoids. The arytenoids, and here's a leg, here's a leg, here's a leg, and here's a leg. So it's, I call it H-shaped. I don't know if that's a good word or not. An X, you see an X, that'll work. An X, yep, there and there. But this, all of this process out here, this leg and this leg make up the cuneiform process. Not a word you need to remember, but that's what it is, cuneiform. And see that one going there? That's the corniculate process, like a horn, corniculate. And then right here we've got the vocal fold, and here we've got the vestibular fold, and this space in here is the laryngeal ventricle. Laryngeal ventricle, okay? Now, this vocal fold has a muscle in it, vocalis muscle, that attaches right here to a vocal process of the arytenoid cartilage. And right here we've got this cartilage right here is the cricoid cartilage. The cricoid cartilage is like a ring. It's made like this. The ventral aspect of it is real narrow. The dorsal aspect is real wide. It's like a signet ring shaped thing. And that cricoid cartilage is the most caudal cartilage. And on its dorsal surface there, it has a muscle called the cricoarytenoides dorsalis. The cricoarytenoides dorsalis attaches to the muscular process right there of the arytenoid cartilage, and it functions to pull the arytenoids back. So when you breathe in, they flare out, so you can breathe. And when you breathe out, it goes down. That's the normal process. In horses, you've probably heard of roaring. So roaring is where typically it's the left side. The left side, when you breathe in, it goes.
Why is it the left side?
Well, I don't know. Some people think it's because the innervation, which is the left recurrent laryngeal nerve to that muscle, is damaged by being injured or damaged by the root of the aorta, the pulsation of the aorta, because the nerve goes right around the root, the base of the aorta, and that constant pull, stress on it damages. I don't know if that's true or not. The other thing is they say it happens in long-necked horses, so the nerve gets stretched or whatever. I don't know, but about 90% of the time I think it's on the left side. But what happens when they breathe in, the right one flares out like it's supposed to, but the left one stays there and just kind of flutters and creates that roaring noise. Okay, so that's what that's all about. The other cartilage in here is the thyroid cartilage, and that's part of it here. This side's been chopped up. The thyroid cartilage sits in there like a trough, like that. And then the cricoid sits right behind it. Who's got gloves on? You got gloves on. You're the thyroid cartilage, kind of like this. You're the arytenoids here and here. Who's got gloves on?
A glove.
Ah, that's all we need. You're the epiglottis, like that, and I'm going to be the cricoid, like that. So that's where they are. And when you breathe in and out, those breathe in and out. There you go. No. This is the. So we got epiglottis, we got arytenoids,
So
thyroids, and
Is there
cricoid.
tissue in between here that would expand and close with that?
Or does this just
Tissue.
come with me?
These don't move so much, I think.
Okay.
So is there some tissue in between?
I think they move more like a door, like this.
Like,
Yeah. No, the other side.
This side.
There you go. There you go. All right, put it back up there. Okay, so open up. Where's my epiglottis? Okay, so the glottis is right here, which is the vocal folds on both sides and parts of the vocal processes, which are part of these cartilages. And then the rhemoglottis is the passageway. Rhema is passageway. Okay, so this is cricoid, thyroid, arytenoid, epiglottis.
So when her hands are open, is it breathing in or breathing in? And
It's
closes
paradoxical.
out.
It's paradoxical. So when you breathe in, the
So that-
arytenoids go out.
Okay.
Okay, paradoxical. Breathe in, your arytenoids go out. There you go. There we go. Yes. We have to have a skit. Who's the arytenoid? All right. Cool. You
You were
do the
thyroid.